things are getting a little interesting around where I live. I got some major construction going on nearby, and that's going to impact things for the next few days. So here I am, racing against the clock to get today's video done. Let's see if I can pull this off. Today I got a selection of games for both the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 that are currently on sale in the eShop. These are mostly games that fly under the radar, but these games are also pretty good and absolutely worth picking up at the prices that they're going for. There's some really pleasant surprises here. That said, again, it's a race against the clock, so enough with the intro. Let's dive right into it. Ball Pit is one of those wonderfully addictive indie games that takes a simple idea and turns it into something surprisingly deep. The gameplay combines brick-breaking action with roguelike progression, as well as base building. You'll battle your way through enemies by bouncing different types of balls around the screen, unlocking new characters and abilities, all while also building up your settlement between runs. On Nintendo Switch 2, the game gets enhanced resolution and improved frame rates, making the chaotic action look and feel even better. If you've been wanting to pick it up, now's a great time. It's currently on sale at 34% off on the Nintendo eShop, bringing it down to $9.89 on the US eShop, making this the lowest price it has ever been. Just a big warning though, this game is seriously addicting. It's crack in video game form. Super Bomberman Collection is a pretty good collection. Not only does it contain the awesome 5 Super Bomberman games, but it also includes the puzzle game spin-off Super Bomberman Panic Bomber W, which was added via a free update recently. And it also includes the 2 NES games, Bomberman 1 and 2. It's a pretty packed collection. It has multiple region variants of the games, a boss rush mode, and you can save at any time and rewind play. And there's some other features like a gallery to scroll through that has stuff for the games, and also there's a way to listen to all the game's soundtracks. For the asking price, it's totally worth it, and right now, you can actually get it cheaper. Both the Switch and Switch 2 versions are 20% off for the first time ever. The Switch 2 version is a little bit more, but that's because it includes game share. So you can actually share the game locally and online with just one copy of the game. It also means it's the only console version of the collection that you can actually play online multiplayer with. Vitamin Connection is one of those wonderfully weird games that was designed to specifically take advantage of the Nintendo Switch. This eShop exclusive from WayForward has you piloting a tiny ship that's shaped like a vitamin through the human body, battling bacteria and navigating through colorful maze-like stages, also tackling a variety of quirky minigames. Its biggest selling point here is the unique 2-player mode, where each player uses a Joy-Con in a different orientation, with one controlling movement and shooting while the other handles rotation and aiming. The game also makes creative use of the motion controls, HD rumble, and even the Joy-Con's IR camera. Vitamin Connection is on sale for 75% off on the Nintendo eShop. This is a fantastic opportunity to pick up one of the more unusual and overlooked Switch exclusives for a fraction of its normal price. Dicey Dungeons is a fantastic little roguelike deck building game. You play as characters that are living, walking, and talking dice. You'll battle through randomly generated dungeons, collect and upgrade your equipment, and use dice rolls to activate your abilities, forcing you to constantly adapt your strategy from one run to the next. There are 6 different classes to play as, each with their own unique mechanics and playstyle, giving you plenty of reasons to keep coming back. Plus, this version has been updated with extra content, like the Halloween episode. Right now, Dicey Dungeons is 75% off on the Nintendo eShop, bringing down the price to just $3.74 on the US eShop. This is a great game to pick up if you're looking for an inexpensive game with a ton of replayability. Cult of the Lamb is a pretty awesome game. The gameplay combines roguelite dungeon crawling with cult management, putting you in control of a possessed lamb who must build a loyal following, while also battling through the lands of the old faith. You gotta take care of them, you gotta feed them, you gotta house them, and sometimes you gotta sacrifice them. Yeah, this game is a bit strange, but that's also why it's so awesome. The Unholy Edition includes the base game, along with the Cultist Pack, the Heretic Pack, the Sinful Pack, and the Pilgrim DLC, giving you a ton of additional cosmetics, follower forms, decorations, outfits, and extra content, including the full Pilgrim expansion. On Nintendo Switch 2, this game actually does get a boost up to 60 FPS, which makes the gameplay a much smoother experience. If you've been waiting to pick it up, the Cult of the Lamb Unholy Edition is on sale for 50% off on the Nintendo eShop. THQ Nordic has a really big sale going on currently. Here's the highlights. Most of the Darksiders games are on sale for brand new low prices. Darksiders War Mastered Edition is just $5.99 on the US eShop, and it's absolutely worth it, especially if you have a fondness for 3D Zelda-like exploration. Darksiders 3 is on sale for $7.99 on the US eShop. 3 can be a bit rough on Switch 1, but it plays much better on Switch 2, hitting 60 FPS. Darksiders Genesis, the top-down hack-and-slash spin-off, is on sale for $7.99 on the US eShop too. All 3 games are 80% off their MSRP. Additionally, the action RPG Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning is on sale for 75% off, which that discount is the biggest yet for the game. This is a remaster of the 2012 game, with rebalancing to the gameplay progression, as well as the loot, plus new stuff like a new difficulty level for those who crave a challenge. Also, the exclusive expansion, Fatesworn, is on sale for 75% off too, making this the cheapest it's ever been on the eShop as well. This game is pretty good, but it is an older style RPG. If that doesn't bother you, and you can get past the age, then you're in for a darn good time. There's a lot of content here in this game to sink your teeth into. It's a pretty beefy RPG. If you're a fan of classic JRPGs, Battle Chasers Nightwar is a game worth checking out on Nintendo Switch. The game is based on the comic book series, and the gameplay combines traditional turn-based combat with dungeon crawling, exploration, crafting, and a great comic book-inspired visual style. You can build a party from 6 different heroes, each with their own abilities, while exploring an overworld filled with hidden dungeons, secrets, and challenging enemies. The combat in this one is pretty enjoyable, with some nice decent depth to it. Battle Chasers Nightwar is 75% off on the Nintendo eShop. This is the biggest discount it's ever received on there. Definitely worth picking up if you're a fan of RPGs. Arcade Paradise is a fantastic choice if you love retro-style arcade games, or just long for the days of the arcade. This game itself is a tribute to that era of gaming. This game has you running a laundromat while also building your very own arcade. You'll start out doing mundane chores like washing clothes, taking out trash, and cleaning up, but as you make money, you can invest that into new arcade cabinets and gradually transform the laundromat into a full-blown gaming paradise. Along the way, you'll also discover a story about the character you play as, with them trying to find their way and purpose in life. There are more than 35 fully playable arcade games to discover, each with their own gameplay, high scores, and challenges. And if you're playing on Nintendo Switch 2, the game benefits with a boost to the frame rate, where the game hits 60 FPS now. Arcade Paradise is currently 78% off on the Nintendo eShop. If you like the good old days of gaming and miss those days, then check this out. You'll really appreciate this one. For horror game fans with a Switch 2, there's Amnesia Rebirth, the sequel to Amnesia: The Dark Descent. It's currently on sale for 80% off, so it's pretty heavily discounted right now. This is actually the biggest discount it's ever received on the eShop. Just like prior games in the series, you explore in a first-person perspective, using what little light you can find in order to progress and solve puzzles while also being spooked out of your mind. Hey, it's scary. What do you expect? It's a horror game. Anyway, I'm not too much for horror games these days, but I saw that this game seemed to get generally good reviews, so I figured I'd include it here. Plus, it's like only $6 on the US eShop, so it's pretty cheap. Parasol Superstars is a collection for fans of classic arcade-style action. It includes 2 games from Taito, Parasol Stars, The Story of Bubble Bobble 3, and Speaker Adventure. Parasol Superstars is a colorful, fast-paced, arcade-style game where you use magic parasols to block enemy attacks, as well as stun enemies, and even pick them up and throw them as projectiles. Speaker Adventure offers its own take on that formula with its unique gameplay mechanics across 28 colorful stages. I actually did a review of this little collection here on the channel, and I really enjoyed it. There's a link down below to that video if you would like to check out that review. Parasol Superstars in particular is a game that I consider to be one of the best games in the TurboGrafx 16, so getting a chance to play it on Switch is a real treat. Parasol Superstars is 20% off on the Nintendo eShop. With the racing against the clock that I'm doing right now, this game is the perfect way to end the video. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is one of the most unique and entertaining co-op games you can pick up on the Nintendo Switch. The concept is simple. One player is trapped with a ticking time bomb, and they have to describe what they see, while the other players use their bomb defusing manual in order to figure out how to disarm it. The catch is that people with the manual can't see the bomb, so clear communication is absolutely essential. With challenging puzzles, every round can quickly turn into a tense and often hilarious race against the clock. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is 80% off currently on the Nintendo eShop. This is the absolute cheapest the game has ever been on there. So if you've been looking for a great party game to play with friends or family, then this is an excellent deal to hop on. Just note there is no single player, not that I'm aware of. This is absolutely a multiplayer only game, so keep that in mind. And that's going to do it for this batch of Nintendo eShop deals. Some pretty nice games here. Which of these games are you planning to pick up? Or is there another game currently on sale that you think I should check out? Let me know down below in the comments. I'd love to hear which games you think are worth grabbing. Also, make sure to check out some of my other videos, including my previous Nintendo eShop sale videos. A lot of those deals I covered in the last few weeks are ending in the next few days. So if you saw something that you were interested in, definitely don't wait too long and miss out. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 deals, games, reviews, and more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.